production with Grassroots Shakespeare Company. Before we perform for you, we have a few things we need to cover.
The Grassroots Shakespeare Company is an original practice company, means they do Shakespeare the way it was done in Elizabethan times.
But this is Marlowe.
Yes, this is a Marlowe show, and Marlowe and Shakespeare were both contemporaries during Elizabethan times, and to honor that, we will be incorporating some of those original practices into our show.
Which means collaborative direction. We all help direct the show along with our director, Angela Nibley.
Casting as a nod to Elizabethan theater. We'll have some females playing males and some males playing females. Little to no rehearsal time. Back in the olden days, the actors would meet the morning of the show to practice any dances and fights that occurred. So we kind of took some liberties with that and we put together this show in 4 weeks.
Another important aspect of Elizabethan theater is, of course, the audience. You guys. Shakespeare's Globe Theater held over 3,000 rowdy and crazy spectators, and to them, Shakespeare's shows were entertainment, rock concert, sporting event, and social event, all rolled up in one.
Yeah, so since we're performing this the way Shakespeare or Marlowe would have performed it, we need an Elizabethan audience. So we want to hear your loudest cheer on the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Something you really like, you can. Yay! What if you see something you don't like? Boo! And if you hear something sweet? Aww. Yeah. And if one of us asks you a question, you can
answer it!
Yes, even if the question is not directed at you. So at this time, UVU, in conjunction with Grassroots Shakespeare Company, is proud to present
The Tragical History of Dr. Faustus.
Marching now in fields of Phasme, where Mars did mate the Carthaginians,
Nor sporting in the dalliance of love, in courts of kings where state is overturned, nor in the pomp of proud audacious deeds, intends our muse to vaunt her heavenly verse. Only this, gentlemen, we must perform the form of Faustus' fortunes, good or bad, and speak for Faustus in his infancy. Now was he born, his parents' base of stock, in Germany, within a town called Rose. Of riper years to Württemberg he went, whereas his kinsmen chiefly brought him up. So soon he profited divinity, that fruitful plot of scholarism grace, that shortly he was graced with doctor's name, excelling all whose sweet delight disputes in heavenly matters of theology, till swollen with the cunning of a self-conceit, his waxen wings did mount above his reach, and melting, heavens conspired his overthrow, for falling to a devilish exercise. And glutted now with learning's golden gifts, he surfeits upon cursed necromancy. Nothing so sweet as magic is to him, which he prefers before his chiefest bliss. And this the man that in his studies sits.
Settle thy studies, Faustus, and begin to sound the depth of that thou wilt profess. Well, having commenced, be a divine in show, yet level at the end of every art and live and die in Aristotle's works. Sweet analytics, how thou hast ravished me. Bene discerere est finis logices. Is to dispute well logic's chiefest ends. Affords this art no greater miracle? Then read no more, Faustus, thou hast attained that end. A greater subject filleth Faustus' wit. Then economy farewell, and Galen comes, seeing Ube desinit philosophis ibi incipit medicus. Be a physician, Faustus, heap up gold and be eternalized for some wondrous cure. Summum bonum medicane sanatus. The end of physics is our body's health. Why not, Faustus, hast thou not attained that end? Are there not bills hung up as monuments whereby whole cities have escaped the plagues and 1,000 desperate maladies been eased? And yet art thou but Faustus and a man? Couldst thou make men to live eternally, or being dead, raise them to life again? Well, this profession were to be esteemed. Physics, farewell. Where is Justinian? Si unum adiemque res legato duo bus alterem et valorum, etc., etc., etc. a paltry case of legacies, and the universal body of law. This study fits a mercenary dredge who aims at nothing but external trash, too servile and illiberal for me. When all is done, Faustus, Jerome's Bible, view it well. Stipendium peccate mors est. Stipendium, the reward of sin is death? That's hard. Be like it, if we say we don't sin and we deceive ourselves, then we must sin and then consequently die. Aye, we die in everlasting death. Oh, what doctrine do you call this? Que sera, sera, what will be, shall be? Divinity too. Oh, but these metaphysics of magicians and necromantic books are heavenly. Lines, circles, scenes, characters. Aye, these are the things that Faustus most desires. Oh, what a world of profit and delight, of power, of honor, and omnipotence is promised to these studious artisans. A sound magician is a mighty god. Come, Faustus, tire thy brain to gain a deity. How now, Wagner, commend me to my dearest friends, the German Valdez and Cornelius. Tell them to meet with me earnestly.
I will, sir.
The conference will help me than all my neighbors plot I ne'er so fast.
Oh, Faustus! Hi!
Yay.
Lay that damned book aside and gaze not on it, lest it tempt thy soul and heap God's heavy wrath upon thy head.
Go forward, Faustus, in that famous art wherein all nature's treasure is contained. Be thou on earth as Jove was in the sky, lord and commander of these elements.
How am I conceited? How am I conceited with blood with this? Shall I make spirits do what I please and what desperate enterprise I will? I'll have them fly to India for gold or ransack the ocean for an Orient pearl. I'll have them read me strange philosophy and tell me all the secrets of foreign kings. I'll levy the soldier with the coin they bring and run the Prince of Parma from our land and reign sole emperor of all these provinces. Oh, yet stranger is the brunt of war than the fiery keel of Antwerp's bridge. I'll make my servile spirits to invent. Come, German Valdez and Cornelius, and make me blessed with your sage conference.
Valdez, you forget my name.
Valdez.
Oh!
And Cornelius. Oh! Know that your words have finally won me over to practice magic and necromantic skill.
I told you.
But not just your words, but mine own fantasy. My head ruminates with necromantic skill. Philosophy is odious and obscure. Both physics and law is for petty wits. Divinity is the basis of the three: harsh, contemptible, unpleasant. But magic, magic is what my head ruminates on.
Oh, Faustus, these books thy wit and our experience shall make all nations to canonize us. Oh, as Indian Moors obey their Spanish lords, so shall these spirits of every element be always serviceable to us three. Like lions shall they guard us when we please, like almond rudders with their horsemen staves, or Lapland giants always trotting by our sides. Oh, sometimes like women, or unwedded maids, shadowing more beauty in their airy brows than the white breasts of the Queen of Love. Oh, from Venice shall they drag huge argosies, from America the golden fleece that yearly stuffs old Philip's treasury. If learned, Faustus will be resolute.
Oh, Valdez, as resolute as I am in this as thou art to live. Therefore object it not.
All the miracles that magic will perform will make thee vow to study nothing else. He that is grounded in astrology and enriched with tongues, well seen in minerals, hath all the requirements magic doth require. Then doubt not, Faustus, but to be renowned in this mystery than heretofore the Delphian oracle. Why, the spirits tell me that they can try the sea and fetch all treasures from all foreign wrecks. Aye, the treasures that our fathers hid beneath the nasty entrails of the earth. Then, Faustus, tell me, what shall we three want?
Huh?
Nothing, Cornelius! Oh, this feeds my soul! Oh, come! Show me some demonstration of magical in some lusty grove where I might receive the full possessions of these joys.
Oh, then haste thee to some solitary grove, and bear wise Bacon and Albertus' works, the Hebrew Psalter, and the New Testament, and whatsoever else is requisite. We will inform thee ere our conference meet.
Valdez first let him know the words of art, and then all other ceremonies learned. Faustus may try his cunning by himself.
Oh, first I'll instruct thee in the rudiments. then thou wilt be perfecter than I.
Then come, dine with me, and after some meat we'll canvass every quiddity thereof. For ere I sleep, I'll try what I can do. This night I conjure, though I die therefore.
I wonder what's become of Faustus that was wont to make our schools ring with sic parvo.
Oh, that shall we know. For see, here comes his boy.
How now, sirrah? Where's thy master?
God in heaven knows.
Why does not thou know?
Yes, I know, but that follows not.
Go to, sirrah. Leave your jesting and tell us where he is.
That follows not necessary by force of argument, that you, being licentiate, should stand upon. Therefore acknowledge your error and be attentive.
Oh, why didst thou not say thou knewest?
Have you any witness on it?
Yes, sirrah, I heard.
Ask my fellow if I be a thief.
Is he a
Is he
thief?
a thief?
Yep.
Ah!
Oh, will you not tell us?
Yes, I will tell you. Yet if you were not dunces, you would never ask me such a question. For is he not corpus natural, and is not that mobile? Wherefore should you ask me such a question? That I am by nature phlegmatic, slow to wrath, and prone to lechery. It were not for you to come within 40 foot of the place of execution, although I do not doubt to see you both hanged by next sessions. Oh! And thus having triumphed over you, I will set my countenance like a precisian and begin to speak thus. Truly, my brethren, my masters within at dinner with Valdes and Cornelius, as this wine, if it could speak, would inform your worships. And so, God bless you, preserve you, and keep you, my dear brethren, my dear brethren.
Nay, I fear he has fallen into that damned art which the two are infamous throughout the world.
Oh, were he a stranger and not yet allied to me, yet should I grieve for him. But come, let us go and inform the rector and see if he, by his grave counsel, can reclaim him.
Nay, but I fear nothing can reclaim him.
Oh, yet, let us try what we can do.
Now that the gloomy shadow of the earth, longing to view Orion's twizzling looks, leaps from the Antarctic world into the sky and dims the welkin with her pitchy breath, Faustus begins his incantation. And try if the devils will obey thy hest, seeing how hath prayed and sacrificed to them. Within this circle, Jehovah's name, forward and backwards, and anagrammatized the holy names of every figure to the adjunct to heaven and characters to erring stars that make spirits rise. And then fear not, Faustus, and be resolute, and try what uttermost magic can perform. Sit mihi de equinotis propiti, valet numum triplelex Jehovah, igne alien quantis gratis vente, ipiket, Jensis, Beelzebub, Monarcha Inferne, ipse nux, tergante noveis, dicteis, Mephistopheles! I charge thee to wait on me whilst I live, to do whatsoever I shall command, be it to drop the moon from her sphere or the ocean to overwhelm the world.
I am a servant to great Lucifer and may not follow thee without his leave. No more than he commands must we perform.
Did he not charge thee to appear before me? Did not my conjuring speeches raise thee? Speak!
That was the cause, but yet per accident. For when we hear one rack the name of God, abjure the scriptures and his Savior Christ, we fly and hope to get his glorious soul, nor will we come unless he use such means whereby he is in danger to be damned. Therefore, the shortest cut for conjuring is stoutly to abjure the Trinity and pray to volley to the Prince of Hell.
So Faustus hath already done, and holds this principle. There is no chief but Beelzebub, which Faustus dedicates himself. This word damnation terrifies him not. He confounds hell and Elysium. But, leaving off these vain trifles of men's souls, tell me, what is Lucifer thy lord?
Archregent and commander of all spirits.
Oh, but was Lucifer not an angel once?
Yes, Faustus, and most dearly loved of God.
How comes it then that he is the prince of devils?
Oh, by aspiring pride and insolence for which God threw him from the face of heaven.
And what are thou that live with Lucifer?
Unhappy spirits that fell with Lucifer, conspired against our God, Lucifer, and are forever damned with Lucifer.
And where art thou damned?
In hell.
Aye, how comes it then that thou art out of hell?
Aye, this is hell, nor am I out of it. Thinkest thou that I, who saw the face of God and tasted the eternal joys of heaven, am not tormented with 10,000 hells in being deprived of everlasting bliss?
What? Is great Mephistopheles so passionate for being deprived of the joys of heaven? Learn of Faustus' manly fortitude, and scorn those joys thou shalt never possess. Go, return these tidings to great Lucifer, seeing that Faustus hath incurred eternal death. Say he spares up his soul for 24 years, having you ever to attend on him, doing whatsoever he shall command, telling him whatsoever he shall demand, to aid his friends in slaying his enemies, and always be obedient to my will. Go, return to great Lucifer, and meet me in my study at midnight to resolve thee of thy master's mind.
I will, Faustus.
If I had as many souls as there be stars, I'd give them all for Mephistopheles. For by her I will be a great emperor of the world. All sit in speculation till Mephistopheles shall return again.
Oh, boy! Sirrah, come hither. How, boy? Swoons, boy, I hope you've seen many boys with such picket avance as I have, boy. Quotha. Do you see the beard?
Sirrah, hast thou any comings in?
Aye, and goings out too. You may see us.
Alas, poor slave, see how poverty jesteth in his nakedness. The villain is bare and out of service, that I know he would give his soul to the devil for a shoulder of mutton, though it were blood raw.
How, my soul to the devil for a shoulder of mutton, though it were blood raw? Not so, my good friend. By your lady, I need have it well roasted, and with the good sauce, if I pay so dear.
Well, wilt thou serve me, and I'll make thee go like qui mihi discipulus?
How, in verse?
No, Sirrah, I say in beaten silk and staves acre.
Why, knave's acre, I thought that was all the land his father gave him. Sir, I would be sorry to rob you of your living.
Sirrah, I say in staves acre.
Oh, staves acre, why be like if I were your man, I should be full of vermin.
No, so thou shalt, whether thou beest with me or no. But come, leave your jesting, and bind yourself presently unto me for 7 years, or I'll turn all the lice about thee into familiars, and they shall tear thee to pieces.
Do you hear, sir? You may save that labor, for they are too familiar with me already. They're as bold with my flesh as if they have paid for their meat and drink.
Oh, here, Sirrah, come. Do you hear? Take these guilders.
What be they?
Why, French clowns.
Mass, but for the name of French crowns, a man were as good have as many English counters.
Sirrah, thou art out an hour's warning, whensoever or wheresoever the devil shall fetch thee.
No, take your good irons again.
Truly, I'll not.
No, but you shall.
Bear witness, I gave them.
Bear witness, I gave them again.
I shall cause 2 devils presently to fetch thee. Baliol and Belcher!
Come, bring your Banios and Belcher. Why, I will knock them. Why, they'll never be so knocked since they were devils. Say, I should kill one of them. Then what would people say? Do you see yonder tall fellow in the slop? He has killed the devil. And I shall be called Kill Devil all the parish over.
Get him.
Oh, no, please, please, oh, please.
Baliol and Belcher, spirits away.
What are they gone? A vengeance on them. They have long vile nails. There was a he-devil and a she-devil, and I shall tell you how you shall know. All he-devils have horns, and she-devils have cliffs and cloven feet.
Come, Sirrah, wilt thou follow me?
But you here, sir, if I should follow you, should you teach me to raise Banios and Belchier?
I shall teach thee to turn thyself into anything. To a dog, to a cat, to a mouse, or to a rat, or to anything.
How? A Christian man to a dog, or a cat, or a mouse, or a rat? No, no. Why, if you turn me into anything, let it be into the likeliness of a pretty little flea. Why, I could be here, and I could be there, and I could be everywhere. Oh, I'll tickle the pretty wenches' plackets. I'll be in them, my faith.
Sirrah, come.
But do you hear, sir?
Balios and Belcher!
Oh, good Lord, I pray you, let Banios and the other go to sleep.
Villain, call me Master Wagner, and that thy left eye be diametrically fixed upon my right heel, with quasi vestigiis nostri sense stare.
God forgive me, he speaks Dutch fustian. I'll follow him and I'll serve him, that's flat.
Come on, boy.
How now, Faustus, thou needs be damned, and canst thou not be saved? What boots it then to think of God or heaven? Well, something soundeth in mine ear. Faustus, abjure this magic and turn to God. To God? Your God? He loves thee not. What has fixed his own appetite is the love of Lucifer. I will build him an altar and a church and offer him lukewarm blood of newborn babes.
Sweet Faustus! Please, that execrable art!
What? What? Prayer, contrition, repentance? What of these things?
Oh, they are the means to bring thee into heaven!
Rather illusions, fruits of lunacy that make men foolish that do trust them most.
Sweet Faustus, think of heaven and of heavenly things!
No, Faustus, think of honor and of wealth.
Of wealth! Oh, the signary of Emdom shall be mine when Mephistopheles shall be at my side. What god can hurt thee, Faustus? Come, Mephistopheles, bring great tidings from glad Lucifer. Come, Mephistopheles, it's not midnight yet. Come, Mephistopheles, veni, veni, Mephistopheles! Now, what says Lucifer, thy lord?
That I shall wait on Faustus whilst he lives, so he will buy my service with his soul.
Oh, so Faustus has already hazarded that for thee.
But Faustus, thou must bequeath it solemnly, and write a deed of gift with thine own blood. For that security craves great Lucifer. But tell me, Faustus, shall I have thy soul, and I'll be thy slave and wait on thee, and give thee more than thou hast wit to ask?
I, Mephistopheles, take it.
Then Faustus, stab thine arm courageously and bind thy soul, that at some certain day great Lucifer may claim it as his own, and then be thou as great as Lucifer.
Lo, Mephistopheles, for the love of thee, I cut mine arm, and with my proper blood bequeath my soul to great Lucifer, chief lord and regent of perpetual night.
But Faustus, thou must write it in manner of deed of gift.
Aye, so I will. Faustus gives to thee his soul.
Oh, what would not I do to obtain his soul?
Cosmotum est. The bill is ended, and Faustus hath bequeathed the soul to great Lucifer. Mephistopheles take the scroll, a gift of both body and of soul, but yet conditionally all articles prescribed between us both are performed.
Faustus, I swear by hell and Lucifer to effect all promises between us made.
Then hear me read. On these conditions as follow. First, that Faustus will be a spirit in form and substance. Secondly, that Mephistopheles shall be his servant and ever at his command. Thirdly, that Mephistopheles shall do for him and tell him whatsoever he shall desire. Fourthly, that Faustus will be invisible in his chamber or house. I, Faustus, doctor by these presents of fair virgin bird, do bequeath my soul to great Lucifer, prince of the east, and his minister, Mephistopheles. And that after 24 years, all articles above being expired, giving them permission to drag body and soul into habitation wheresoever, signed by me, John Faustus.
Do you deliver this as your deed?
I take it.
Now, Faustus, ask what thou wilt.
First, I will question thee about hell. Where is this place that men call hell?
Under the heavens.
Aye, but whereabouts?
Within the bowels of these elements. Where we are is hell, and where hell is, there must we ever be. All places shall be hell, there are not heaven.
Nay, and this be hell? What, I'll willingly be damned here, walking, disputing, but leaving off these trifles, let me have a wife, the fairest maid in Germany, for I am wanton and lascivious, and I must have a wife.
A wife? I prithee, Faustus, talk not of a wife.
Nay, sweet Mephistopheles, fetch me one, for I will have one.
Well, thou wilt have one? Sit there till I come. I'll fetch thee a wife in the devil's name. Now, Faustus, how dost thou like thy wife?
Leg on her for a hawk.
Tut, if thou lovest me, think no more of it. I'll pull thee out the fairest courtesans and bring them every morning to thy bed. She whom then I shall like, thy heart shall have. Be she as chaste as was Penelope, as wise as Saba, or as beautiful as was bright Lucifer before his fall. Hold, take this book, peruse it thoroughly. The iterating of these lines brings gold. The framing of this circle on the ground brings whirlwinds, tempests, thunder, and lightning. Pronounce this thrice to belly to thyself, and men in armor shall appear to thee, ready to execute what thou desirest.
Thanks, Mephistopheles, but may I have a book where I see all spells and incantations where I might be able to raise spirits with?
Here they are in this book.
Nay, may I have another where I might see all movements and dispositions of these erring stars?
Here they are too.
Nay, may I have one book more, and then I'll be done, where I might see all plants, trees, and herbs that grow upon this earth?
Here they be.
Oh, Tut, thou art deceived.
Tut, I warned thee.
Oh, this is admirable! Here, I have stolen one of Dr. Faustus' conjuring books, and, if faith, I mean to search some circles for my own use. Now, will I make all the maidens in our parish dance before me stark and naked? That way, I see more than I ever felt or saw.
Robin, prithee, come hither. There's a man tarries to have his horse, and he would have his things robbed and made clean. He keeps such a chaffing with my mistress about it. Come hither, prithee.
Keep out, Dick, or you are blown up. You are dismembered, Dick, for I am about a roaring piece of work.
Come, what doest thou with that same book? I canst not read.
Yes, I can. My master and my mistress shall find that I can read. He for his forehead and she for her private study. She is born to bear with me, or else my art fails.
Why, Robin, what book is that?
What book? Why, the most intolerable book for conjuring that was e'er invented by any brimstone devil.
Oh, canst thou conjure with it?
Oh, I can do most things with it. First, I can make thee drunk with ale at any tavern in Europe for nothing. That's one of my many conjuring works.
Our master parson says that's nothing.
True, Dick, and more. Dick, if thou hast any mind to nan spit our kitchen maid, then turn her and wind her to thy own use, and as oft as thou wilt, and at midnight.
Oh, brave Robin, shall I have none spit for mine own use? On that condition I'll feed thy devil with horse bread as long as he lives, and at free cost.
Hush, no more, sweet Dick. Come, let us clean our boots which lie foul upon our hands, and then to conjuring in the devil's name.
When I behold the heavens, I curse thee, wicked Mephistopheles, for thou hast deprived me of those joys.
Why, Faustus, thinkest thou that heaven is such a glorious thing? I tell thee, 'tis not half so fair as thou, or any man that breathes on earth.
How proves thou that?
'Twas made for man, therefore is man more excellent.
If it were made for man, 'twas made for me. I will renounce this magic and repent.
Faustus, repent! Yet God will pity thee!
Thou art a spirit. God cannot pity thee.
Who buzzeth in my ear that I am a spirit? Be I a devil, God may pity me. God may pity me if I repent.
Aye, but Faustus never shall repent.
He's right.
My heart hardens, I cannot repent. Scarce I should name salvation, faith, or heaven. But fearful echoes thunder in mine ears. Faustus, thou art damned. And then swords, knives, guns, halters, poison, and envenomed steels are laid before me so I might dispatch myself. And long ere I should have slain myself. If not sweet pleasure had conquered deep despair, had it not made blind Homer sing to me of Onan's death and Alexander's love, and he that made the walls of Thebes with his ravishing sound of his melodious harp not made sweet music with my Mephistopheles, then why should I die or pastely despair? I am resolved. Faustus shall ne'er repent. Come, Mephistopheles, let us argue and dispute of divine astrology. Tell me, are there many heavens above the moon? Are all a celestial body but one globe, as is the substance of this centric earth?
As are the elements, such are the spheres, mutually folded in each other's orb. And Faustus all jointly move upon one axletree, whose term of mime is termed the world's wide pole. Nor are the names of Saturn, Mars, or Jupiter famed, but are erring stars.
But do they all have one motion, both sute et tempore, both situation and time?
All jointly move from east to west within 24 hours upon the poles of the world, but differ in their motion upon the poles of the zodiac.
Tush! These slender trifles even Wagner can decide.
Hey!
What, does Mephistopheles have no greater skill, who knows not the double motions of these planets? The first is in a natural day, the second as thus, as Saturn in 30 years, Jupiter in 12, Mars in 4, Mercury, Venus, the Sun in a single year, the Moon in 28 days. These are freshman suppositions. But, tell me, hath every sphere dominion or intelligente?
Aye.
How many spheres or heavens are there?
9, the 7 planets, the firmament, and the imperial heaven.
Well, resolve me in this question. How come we don't have aspects, oppositions, and eclipses all at one time, but in some years more, in some less?
Vedi no quale motum respectu Deus.
Oh, yeah.
What does that mean?
All differ in their motions in respect to the whole.
Thank you.
Well, we are answered. Tell me, who made this world?
I will not!
Sweet Mephistopheles, tell me.
Move me not, for I will not tell thee!
Villain! Have I not bound thee to tell me anything?
Aye, that is not against our kingdom what this is. Think thou on hell, Faustus, for thou art damned.
Think thou on God, Faustus, who made the world.
Remember this!
Aye! Accursed spirit, go to ugly hell, for thou hast damned Faustus' distressed soul. It's not too late.
Too late!
Never! Too late! If Faustus can repent!
Now, if thou repent, devil shall tear thee to pieces.
Repent, and they shall never raise thy skin.
Christ, my Savior, seek to save Faustus' distressed soul.
Christ cannot save thy soul, for he is just.
There is none but I have interest in the same.
Oh, what art thou that looks so terrible?
I am Lucifer, and this is my companion, Prince in Hell.
Oh, Faustus, they've come to fetch away thy soul.
We have come to tell thee that thou dost injure us. Thou talkest of Christ contrary to thy promise. Thou shouldest not think of Christ. Think of the devil, and of his dam too.
Nay, and will I never more, and Faustus vows never to look to God, never to pray to him, to burn his scriptures, slay his ministers, and use my spirits to pull down his churches.
Do so, and we shall highly gratify thee.
Faustus, we are come from hell to show thee some pastime. Sit down and thou shalt see the 7 deadly sins in their proper shapes.
Oh, that sight would be as pleasurable as to me as paradise was to Adam on his first day of creation.
Talk not of paradise nor creation! But mark this show. Talk of the devil and nothing else. Come away.
Now, Faustus, examine them of their several names and dispositions.
What art thou, the first?
I am pride. I disdain to have any parents. I am like to Ovid's flea and can creep into every corner of a wench. Sometimes like a periwig I sit upon her brow, or like a fan of feathers I kiss her lips. Indeed I do, what do I not? But fie! What a scent is here! I'll not speak another word unless the ground were perfumed and covered with the cloth of Eris.
Thou art a proud maid indeed. What art thou, the second?
I am covetousness. I was begotten of an old churl and an old leathern bag. And might I have my wish, I would desire that this house and all the people in it were turned to gold, that I might lock you up in my good chest. Oh, my sweet gold, my precious.
What art thou, the third?
I am wrath. I had neither father nor mother. I leapt out of a lion's mouth when I was scarce a half an hour old, and ever since I have run up and down the world, wounding myself when I had no one to fight withal. I was born in hell, and look to it, for some of you shall be my father.
What art thou, the fourth?
I am envy. I was begotten of a chimney sweeper and an oyster wife. I cannot read and therefore wish all books were burnt. I am lean with seeing others eat. Oh, that there would come a famine through the world, that all might die, and I live alone. Then thou shouldst see how fat I would be. But must thou sit and I stand? But come down with a vengeance.
Away, away, you envious rascal! What art thou, the fifth?
I am gluttony. major. Oh, I come of royal parentage. My grandfather was a gammon of bacon. My grandmother, a hogshead of claret wine. Oh, my godfathers were these: Peter Pickle Herring and Martin Martelmas beef. Oh, but my godmother, she was a jolly gentlewoman and well beloved in every good town and city, and her name was Mistress Marjorie Marchbeer. Now, Faustus, thou hast heard my progeny. Wilt thou bid me to supper?
Yeah. No! I'll see thee hanged. Thou shalt feast upon my victuals.
Then the devil choke thee.
Oh, choke thyself, glutton. What art thou, the sixth? Ugh.
I am Slaw. I was begotten on a sunny bank, where I have laid ever since. And you have done me great injury to bring me from thence. Let me be carried thither again by gluttony and lechery. I'll not speak another word for a king's ransom.
What art thou, Mistress Minx? The seventh and the last?
Who I, sir? I am one that loves an inch of raw mutton better than an ell of fried stockfish. And the first letter of my name begins with L.
Away to hell, to hell!
Now, Faustus, how dost thou like this?
Oh, this feeds my soul!
Touch, Faustus! In hell is all manner of delight.
Oh, might I visit hell and return again? Oh, how happy were I then!
Thou shalt. I shall send for thee at midnight. In meantime, take this book. Peruse it thoroughly. Thou shalt change thyself into what shape thou wilt.
Oh, great thanks, mighty Lucifer! I will keep this book as my life.
Farewell, Faustus. And think on the devil.
Farewell, mighty Lucifer! Oh, come, Mephistopheles, let us away!
Learned Faustus, to know the secrets of astronomy, graven in the book of Jove's high firmament, did mount himself to scale Olympus' top, being seated in a chariot burning bright, drawn by the strength of Yoki dragons' necks. He now has gone to prove cosmography, and as I guess, will first arrive at Rome to see the Pope and manner of his court, and take some part in Holy Peter's feast, that to this day is highly solemnized.
Now that having my good Mephistopheles and passing through the stately town of Trier, from then to Paris, up the coast of France, there we saw the Main fall into the Rhine. From there to Naples, rich Campania, where we saw learned Maro's golden tomb. From thence to Venice, Padua, and the rest, where we saw a sumptuous temple stand, whose airing top threats the stars. But what is this resting place? Did you e'er do what I command and put me within the walls of Rome?
Yes, Faustus. And because we will not be unprovided, I have taken up His Holiness's privy chamber for our use.
I hope His Holiness bids us welcome.
Tut, 'tis no matter, man. We'll be bold with his good cheer. And now, my Faustus, that thou mayst perceive what Rome containeth to delight thee with, know that this city stands upon 7 hills which underprop the groundwork of the same. Just through the midst runs flowing Tiber stream with winding banks that cut it in 2 parts, over the which 4 stately bridges link, that make safe passage to each part of Rome. Upon the bridge called Ponte Angelo erected is a castle passing strong, within whose walls such store of ordnance are, and double cannons framed with carved brass as match the days within 1 complete year, besides the gates and high pyramids which Julius Caesar brought from Africa.
Oh, by this fiery kingdom of Styx, of Archeron, that ever-burning lake Phlegethon, I do swear to see these monuments. Then come, Mephistopheles, let us away.
Nay, Faustus, stay! I know you'd fain see the Pope, and take some part of Holy Peter's feast, where thou shalt see a troop of bald-pate friars whose sumum bonum is in belly cheer.
Well, they'll make us some sport, and we will find some merriment in this. Charm me that I might be invisible whilst here in Rome.
Now, Faustus, do what thou wilt. Thou shalt not be discerned.
My Lord of Lorraine, wilt thou please draw near?
Fall to, and the devil will choke thee and spare thee.
How now? Who is that which spake friars? Look about.
Here's nobody. Oh, if they like your holiness.
Oh, my lord, here is a dainty dish that was given to me by the Bishop of Milan.
I thank you, sir.
Oh, no! Who is that which stole that meat from me? Will no man look? My lord, here is a dish that was given to me by the Cardinal of Florence.
Is that true? All hats?
Oh, my lord, I drink to thy grace.
I pledge your grace.
Oh, my lord, it may be some ghost newly crept out from purgatory, come to beg a pardon of your holiness.
Oh, yes, it may be so. Friars, prepare a dirge to lay the fury of this ghost. Once again, my lord, fall to.
What is that you crossing of yourself? Use that trick no more, I'd advise you. There it is the second time. Aware the third. I give you fair warning. Oh, come, Mephistopheles, what shall we do?
Nay, I know not. We shall be cursed with bell, book, and candle.
How? Bell, book, and candle, candle, book, and bell, forward and backwards to curse Faustus to hell. Nay, you should hear a hog grunt, a calf bleat, or an ass bray, for today is St. Peter's holiday.
Come, brethren! Come!
I'm too old for this.
My lord.
Let's about our business with good devotion.
I need a
One, two, three. Cursed be he that took his holiness meat from the table. Melody de Dominus. Cursed be he that struck his holiness a blow on the face. Melody de Dominus. Cursed be he that took away his holiness wine. Melody de Dominus. Et omni sancti. Amen.
Dick! Come, Dick! Dick, louder! Dick! Did I not tell thee we were ever made by this Dr. Faustus conjuring book? Oh, Ecce Signum! Here is a simple purchase for horse keepers. Our horses shall never go hungry as long as this lasts. Sarah!
Oh, we're open. Here comes the hostess.
Hush! I shall call her supernaturally.
Soft, Sarah, wag me! I must yet have a goblet paid from you ere you go.
What? I a goblet? But Dick, I a goblet? Oh, you are but a... Woo! Search me.
I mean so, sir, with your favor.
Oh, hostess! How say you now?
I must say something to you, fellow. You, sir, yes, you.
Search your film.
You're wasting your time. The other guy has that.
Why, hostess, I say, you might be burdened down on a few honest men with a matter of truth.
Well, Tone, have you had this goblet about you? Where? Where is it?
Over there.
What you lie! Drawer! It is afore me. I shall teach you to impeach honest men. Stand aside! I scour you for a goblet. Oh! Stand aside! I charge you in the name of Beelzebub.
What do you mean, Sarah?
Oh, I will tell you what I mean. Dio perform, ifanica. Nay, I will tackle you. Dia perform, uifi in amma, fidget spinner hungu patata, Kardashian bonito, Mephistopheles.
Monarch of hell, under whose black survey great potentates do kneel with awful fear, upon whose altars thousand souls do lie. How am I vexed with these villains' charms? From Constantinople am I hither come, only for pleasure of these damned slaves.
How from Constantinople? You have traveled a great journey. Will you take sixpence in your purse to pay for your supper and be gone?
Well, villain, your presumption, I transform thee into an ape.
Oh, how into an ape? Oh, that's brave. Oh, I'll have fun sport with the boys now. I'll have fruits and berries.
And thee into a dog.
And I must be a dog.
In faith, thy head shall never be out of the pottage pot.
When Faustus had with pleasure ta'en the view of rarest things in royal courts of kings, he stayed his course and so returned home, where such as bear his absence but with grief, I mean his friends and nearest companions, did gratulate his safety with kind words, and in their conference of what befell, touching on his journey through the world and air, they put forth questions of astrology, which Faustus answered with such learned skill, as they admired and wondered at his wit. Now as his fame spread forth in every land, amongst the rest the emperor is one, Carolus the Fifth, at whose palace now Faustus is feasted mongst his noblemen. What there he did in trial of his art, I leave untold, your eyes shall see it performed.
Master Dr. Faustus, I have heard strange report of thy knowledge in the black art, that thou hast a familiar spirit to those whom thou canst accomplish what thou list. This, therefore, is what my request is, that mine eyes may bear witness to what mine ears have been reported.
In faith, he looks much like a conjurer.
My gracious sovereign, though I must confess I am far inferior to the reports men have published, I am content to do whatsoever you shall command.
Oh, then mark what I shall say. As I was sometimes solitary set within my closet, sundry thoughts rose about mine ancestors, how they got powers by such exploits, got such riches, subdued so many kingdoms, as we that do succeed. And they that shall possess our throne hereafter, I fear me, shall ne'er attain that degree of high renown and great authority. Amongst which kings is Alexander the Great. If, therefore, by cunning of thine art, canst raise this man from hollow vaults below, and bring with him his beauteous paramour, thou shalt satisfy my just desire, and give me cause to praise thee whilst I live.
My gracious sovereign, I am content to accomplish your request as so far forth my art and my spirit can perform.
In faith, that's just nothing at all.
But, if it likes your highness, I am not able to perform this request and make appear to you the two discernible bodies of those two deceased princes, for long ere they have consumed to dust.
I'm merry, Master Doctor. Now there's a sign of grace in you when you will confess the truth.
Just give up, dude.
Thank you. But, if it likes your highness, two spirits that shall likely represent Alexander and his paramour shall appear before you, in the manner that they lived in their most flourishing estate. I doubt not that will suffice your highness.
Oh, then go to, Master Doctor, and bring them presents.
Do you hear, Master Doctor? You bring Alexander and his paramour before the Emperor.
Now then, sir.
In faith, that's as true as Diana turned me into a stag!
No, sir, but when Actaeon died, he did leave his horns for you.
Oh.
My softness be gone.
Nay, and you, go to conjuring. I'll be gone.
Anon, I will meet you later for interrupting me, so... Here they be, your majesty. Yes.
Oh, Master Doctor, as I heard that while this lady lived, she had a sort of wart or a mole on her neck. How will I know whether it is or so or no?
Your highness may boldly go and see.
Oh. Sure. These are no spirits, but the two substantial bodies of the two dead princes. Did you see that?
If it will please your highness to bring forth that night that was so pleasant with me here of late.
Oh, one of you called him forth for me. Did you see it? One of you called him forth for me. Thank you. Did you see that? You did. Oh, night. I thought thou hadst been a bachelor, but now that I see thou hast a wife that not only gives thee horns, but makes thee wear them. Feel on thy head.
Whoa! Oh, thou damned wretch! Yes, and an execrable dog! Yes, I'm bred in the concave of some monstrous rock, huh? Ooh. How darest thou thus abuse a gentleman? Villain, I say, villain! Villain!
Thank you.
Undo what thou hast done.
Oh, not so fast. There is no haste. Well, good to see you, how you remembered how you crossed me in my meeting with the Emperor. I think I bet you for it.
Whoa.
Thank you.
Oh, good Master Doctor, yet ere you go, release him at my entreaty. He has done penance sufficient.
My gracious sovereign, I am content to release him so, but, Sir Knight, hereafter, remember to speak well of scholars. Mephistopheles, transform him straight. Now, your highness, having humbly done my duty, I humbly take my...
Oh, Master Doctor, yet ere you go, expect from me a bounteous reward. God, that ish was dope.
Now, Mephistopheles, the restless course that time doth run with a calm and silent foot calls for my latest payment of these years. So let us make haste to fair Württemberg.
What, will I go on horseback or on foot?
Nay, until we're past this fair and pleasant green, I'll walk on foot.
I have all this day been seeking one Master Fustian. Mass, see where he is?
He's right there.
God save you! Master Doctor!
What a horse courser, you are well met.
Oh, gee, here, sir. I bought you $40 for your horse.
I cannot sell him so, but if you likest him for 50, take him.
What? Alas, sir, I have no more. I pray you, speak for me. Yeah.
I pray you, let him have him. He is an honest fellow, and he has a great charge, neither wife nor child.
Come, give me your money.
Yes, thanks, ma'am.
But I must warn you, never ride him into the water at any hand.
Why, sir, will he not drink of all waters?
Well, of course he will drink of all waters, but never ride him into the water. Ride him over a hedge or a ditch or what you please, but never into the water.
Oh, well, now I'm made man forever. I'll not leave my horse for 40 if he had but the quality of a hey ding ding, hey ding ding. Oh, I make a brave living on him. He has a buttocks as slick as an eel. Well, God be with you. Oh, sir, but hark you. If my horse be sick or ill at ease, if I bring his water to you, will you tell me what it is?
Villain away! What dost I look like, a horse doctor? What are Faustus but a man condemned to die? Time to draw with the final end. Christ did not call upon the thief while on the cross. Then Faustus will sleep quiet and content. How now, Wagner? What news do you bring?
Sir, the Duke of Vanholt doth earnestly entreat your presence.
The Duke of Vanholt, a very honorable gentleman. I must be generous with him with my art. Come, Mephistopheles, let us to him.
Come, my masters, I'll bring you the best beer in Europe. What ho, hostess? Where be these whores?
How now, what's lack you? Oh, what's my old guests? Welcome.
Sir Roddick, dost thou know I stand so mute?
No, Robin, why is it?
I am 18 pence on the score, but say nothing. See if she remembers me.
Who's this that stands so solemnly by himself? What, my old guest?
Oh, Austin! Oh, I know my score stands still.
Oh, there's no doubt of that. For methinks you make no haste toward me.
My hostess, I say.
Oh, you shall presently. Look up into the hall there.
What shall we do till mine hostess returns?
Mary, sir, I'll tell you the bravest tale how a conjurer served me.
I want to hear this.
Do you know Dr. Faustus?
Oh, you plague take him. Here's some odds of cost to know him. Ha! Did he conjure thee too?
I'll tell you how he served me. As I was going to Wittenberg the other day with a load of hay, he met me and asked me what he should give me for as much hay as he could eat. Now, sirs, I thinking that a little would serve his turn, bade him take as much as he would for 3 farthings.
That's fair.
That's fair. So he presently met me, gave me my money, and fell to eating. And as I am a cursed man,
He never left eating till he had eaten up all my load of hay.
Just eat a whole load of
Yes,
hay.
yes, yes. I heard of one that eats a load of logs.
No, sir, you shall hear how villainously he served me. I went to him yesterday to buy a horse of him, and he would by no means sell him under $40. Now, sir, I knew him to be such a horse as would ride over hedge and ditch and never tire. I gave him his money. So when I had my horse, Dr. Faustus bade me ride him night and day and spare him no time. But quoth he, in any case, ride him not into the water.
Why?
Oh, now, sirs, I think of the horse had some quality he would not have me know of. What did I do but rid him into a great river? And when I came just in the midst, my horse vanished away, and I sat straddling upon a bundle of hay.
What?
Oh, no, but you shall hear how bravely I served him for it. Oh, I went me home to his house, and there I found him asleep.
I'm Faustus.
Oh, I kept howling and whooping in his ears, but all could not wake him. I, seeing that, took him by the leg and never rested till I and now 'tis at home in my hosiery.
That's admirable. Why the doctor only has one leg?
One leg.
Why one of his devils turned me into the likeliness of a dog.
Oh, yeah! More drink, okay!
Oh, ye, will into the next room and drink a while, and then we'll seek out the doctor.
Oh, yes, doctor! Yes, doctor!
This merriment hath much pleased.
Majesty! Well, I'm glad it contents you so, but you like it, madam, you take no delight in this. I do hear that great bellied women do fancy some dainties or others. Madam, whatever you shall want, you shall have.
Oh, thanks, good master doctor. For I see you're courteous and tend to pleasure me. I will not hide from you the thing that my heart desires. And were it now summer, as it is January, and the dead time of winter, I would desire no better meat than a dish of ripe grapes.
That is nothing, madam. Mephistopheles. Be it something greater than this that would content you so, you shall have it.
Oh, my goodness! Oh, dear.
Wilt thou taste upon them?
Sorry.
Can I have one?
Doctor. This
No.
does make me wonder above all the rest. But being in the dead of winter and in the month of January. Oh, yes. How you should come by these grapes.
If it will please your highness, the year is divided into 2 circles, and within our circle is winter with us. In the contrary circle, it is summer, as in India, Saba, and farther countries east. And by the Swiss spirit that I have, I brought them hither too, as you can see. Be they good? Do you like them?
Believe me, master doctor, they be the best grapes I ever tasted in my life before.
I'm glad they content you so, madam.
What rude disturbance have we at the gate? Go, pacify their fury, set it open, and demand of them what they should have.
But your grace, they do make for some good merriment.
Go, Faustus, do as thou wilt, I give thee leave.
Oh, I thank your grace. Oh, come, friends, you are too outrageous, but welcome all. I have procured your heart.
Oh, there you
Nay, we will be welcome for our money, and we'll pay for what we take.
Yes,
Who gives 12 beers here and be hanged?
Hey, hark you, do you know where you are?
Aye, Mary, can I? We are under heaven.
Aye, thou is good enough to drink in soon. Spill us some beer, or we'll break all the
Yeah.
barrels in the house.
Oh, come, be not so furious. You shall have beer.
Mary, sir, do you remember how you cozened me and eat up all my...
There's a cow! Ooh. Do you remember when you made me wear an ape?
Oh, you whoresome conjuring scab! Do you remember how you cozened me with a horse?
Do you remember me, sir? You think to carried away with your hay pass and your repass?
Who pays for the ale? Oh, Master Dr. Faustus. Now you've sent away all my guests, I pray. Who shall pay for the...
My lord, we are much beholding to this learned man.
So are we, madam. Come,
Let us go in where you must well reward this learned man for the great kindness he hath showed you.
Oh, I will, my lord. And whilst I live, rest beholding this courtesy.
Come, Faustus, receive your reward.
Oh, I humbly thank your grace.
I believe my master means to die shortly, for he hath given me all his goods. Yet methinks that if death were near, he would not banquet and carouse and swill amongst the students, as even now he doth, with such belly cheer as Wagner, me, ne'er beheld in all his life. Oh, see where they come. Belike the feast is ended.
Gentlemen, Master Dr. Faustus, since our conversation about beautiful ladies, which was the most beautifulest in all the world, we determined amongst ourselves that Helen of Greece was the most admirablest lady that had ever lived. Therefore, if thou wouldst do us that favor as to show us that peerless dame of Greece, we shall see ourselves much beholding unto you.
My friends, since I know your friendship is unfeigned, and it is against Faustus' custom to do wrong to those that wish him well, we shall see this peerless dame of Greece. But be silent, for danger is in the words.
Oh, too simple is my wit to tell her praise, whom all the world admires for majesty.
No marvel though angry Greeks pursued with 10 years' war the rape of such a queen, whose heavenly beauty passeth all compare.
Since we have seen the pride of nature's work and only a paragon of excellence, let us depart, and from this glorious deed, happy and blessed be Faustus evermore.
Farewell, gentlemen. I wish the same to you. Come, Mephistopheles.
Ah, Dr. Faustus! Oh, that I might prevail to guide thy steps unto the way of life by which sweet path thou mayst attain the goal that shall conduct thee to celestial rest.
I think it's a hat.
Break heart, drop blood, and mingle it with tears. Tears falling from repentant heaviness of thy most vile and loathsome filthiness, the stench whereof corrupts the inward soul with such flagitious crimes and heinous sins as no commiseration may expel. But mercy, Faustus, of thy Savior sweet, whose blood alone must wash away thy guilt.
What art thou, Faustus? Wretch, what hast thou done? Damned art thou, Faustus, damned! Despair and die! Hell calls and says, "Come, Faustus, thou time has come, and Faustus will do thee right."
Stay, good Faustus. Stay thy desperate steps. Look, I see an angel hovers o'er thy head, and with the vial full of precious grace offers to pour the same into thy soul. Then call for mercy, Faustus, and avoid despair.
My sweet friend, thy words calm Faustus' distressed soul. Farewell, and let me ponder on my sins a while.
I go, sweet Faustus, but with heavy cheer, fearing the ruin of thy helpless soul.
What art thou, Faustus, but a man condemned to die? I repent, yet I do dispute. Hell strives for conquest in my breast. What shall I do to shun the snares of death?
Thou traitor Faustus! I arrest thy soul for disobedience to my sovereign lord. Revolt or rally, piecemeal tear thy flesh!
Pardon, sweet friend. Entreat thy lord to pardon my unjust presumption, and with my blood I will bequeath my vow to Lucifer again.
Do it then, quickly, with unfeigned heart, lest greater danger to attend thy drift.
Torment. That basic crooked age that does dissuade me from my thoughts with all the torments that hell can afford.
His faith is great, I cannot touch his soul. But what I may afflict his body with I will attempt, which is but little worth.
My gentle servant, let the longing of my soul's desire that I might have a paramour. That lovely Helena which I saw of late. Oh, she shall distinguish me from those thoughts, and I will keep my vow with Lucifer.
Faustus, this, or what else thou shalt desire, shall be performed in twinkling of an eye.
Is this the face that launched 1,000 ships? And burnt the topless towers of Ilium? Oh, sweet Helena, make me immortal with a kiss. Her lips suck forth my soul. See where it flies. Oh, there is no heaven but in these lips. I will be Paris for the love of thee. Instead of Troy, fair Württemberg will be sacked. Oh, I will wound Achilles in the heel. Oh, thou art fairer than the evening air, and none but you shall be my paramour.
Accursed Faustus! Miserable man that from thy soul excludes the grace of heaven, and flies the throne of his tribunal seat. Satan begins to sift me now with his pride. As in this furnace God shall try my faith. My faith, vile hell, shall triumph over thee. Ambitious fiends, see how heaven smile at your revolts, and laugh at your state to scorn. Hence hell! For hence, I fly unto my God.
Gentlemen!
What ails Faustus?
Oh, my sweet chamber fellow! If I lived with thee, then I still lived, but now I died. For look, here he comes! Here he comes!
What means Faustus?
Belike he's grown into some sickness by being over solitary.
If it be so, we'll have physicians to cure him. 'Tis but a surfeit, man.
A serpent of deadly sin that hath damned both body and soul.
Why, Faustus, look up to heaven. Remember, God's mercies are infinite.
Faustus' offenses can ne'er be pardoned. The serpent that tempted Eve shall be saved, but not Faustus. Oh, gentlemen, have patience with me, and tremble not at my speeches. Oh, my heart pants and quivers to remember that I have been a student these 30 years, never to have seen Württemberg, never to have read a book. Oh, what wonders I have done, all Germany can witness, nay, the whole world. And yet Faustus does not have Germany or the world, or heaven. Heaven, the seat of God, the throne of the blessed, the kingdom of joy, and I must be damned in hell forever. What will become of Faustus being in hell forever?
Yet Faustus, call on God.
Yes,
On
Faustus.
God! On God! The God whom Faustus have abjured! The God whom Faustus have blasphemed! My God! My God, I would weep, but the devils will back the tears, gush forth blood instead of tears. He holds my tongue. I would raise my hands, but they hold them. See, they hold them.
Faustus.
Lucifer and Mephistopheles. No. Gentlemen, I gave them my cunning for my soul.
No.
God forbid, Faustus.
God forbade it indeed, but Faustus hath done it for vain pleasure of 24 years. Faustus hath lost all joy and felicity. I writ them a blood. I writ them a bill in mine own blood. The time has come. The date is expired, and they will fetch me.
Why did Faustus not tell us this, that the divines might have prayed for thee?
Yes.
Oh, oft I've thought I've done so. But the devils threatened to tear me to pieces if I named God to fetch both body and soul, if I ever gave air to divinity. Farewell, gentlemen, lest you perish with me.
Oh, what shall we do to save Faustus?
God will strengthen me. I will stay with Faustus.
Tempt not God, sweet friend, but let us into the next room and there pray for him.
Aye, pray for me. Pray for me. But if you should hear anything coming from this room, come not to me, for Faustus cannot be saved.
Pray thou, and we will pray that God may have mercy upon thee.
Farewell. If I live till morning, I will come to thee. If not, Faustus has gone to hell.
Farewell, Faustus.
Faustus, thou hast but one bare hour to live, and then thou art damned perpetually. Oh, stop moving, you ever-moving spheres of heaven, that midnight never come, and Faustus may repent and save his soul. Oh, I'll leap up to my God who pulls me down. Look how Christ's blood streams in the firmament. One drop, nay, half a drop would save my soul, my Christ. But rend not my heart for naming of my Christ. Oh, spare me, Lucifer. Come, mountain tails, fall on me, that my spirit may raise up. No. You ever-moving stars of heaven that allocated death and hell, wisp up my soul that it might go to heaven, but not my body. Oh, my God, have mercy on me. Oh, Christ, repent for me. Oh, my Christ. Let me be in hell 1,000 years, nay, 100,000, and less be saved. Why wert thou a creature wanting soul? All beasts are happy, for when they die, their soul dissolves into elements, but yet I must be damned in hell forever. I curse the parents that engendered me. No, thou just curse thyself. Curse Lucifer, for thou hast deprived thee of the joys of heaven. My God, look not so harsh on me. Adder serpents come, let me breathe a while. Gape not hell, Lucifer not come. I'll burn my books. Yes, I'll burn them. I'll burn my books. Mephistopheles, my Christ, my Savior. Mephistopheles!
Cut
Is the branch that might have grown full straight, and burned is Apollo's laurel bough, that sometime grew within this learned man. Faustus is gone, regard his hellish fall, whose fiendful fortunes made sort the wise, only to wonder at unlawful fates, whose deepness doth entice such forward wits, to practice more than heavenly power permits.
That tomorrow night is our last showing of Dr. Faustus, and we also wanted to announce that the next show here at UVU, Jumpers, will be playing from September 29th to October 7th.
Thank you so much. Have a great night.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.